So a very good evening. Happy Christmas Eve. And we're so glad that so many of you could join us, wherever you're joining us from, whether you're on YouTube, you're on Facebook, whether you're on Twitter. We see you there, folks, on Twitter. We love our Twitter folks. So if you guys are joining us on Twitter, give us a like, give us a retweet. We'd be grateful. Those of you who are joining us on the Facebook, we invite you also to like and share. And those of you who are joining on YouTube, you can click on that subscribe button there. It would bless our hearts this Christmas. We are so glad that you could join us. And I'm certain that you all think it's Christmas Eve and we're not going to come on. Well, I'm here and I have a few friends who are going to be joining me shortly. And I really, really look forward to all that we're going to do and say. I'm going to do some liking and sharing as well, as you guys are here. And I am really, really grateful that all of you are joining us across social media. It's Christmas Eve, and I really want to know what you guys are doing wherever you are tonight. I am in 𝗪𝗵cie. I am by my in-laws. My wife is here. My sister-in-law is here. My mother-in-law is here. My child is here. All of you here. Good to see you guys out there. And I'm seeing so many of you are joining us and the comments. Good night, Pamela and Tessa. Is this Isola Allen? Good night to you. Claudette Lewis, Jimmy Cliff, Allison Pearson. Good night to each and every one of you. And I have some friends I want to bring on right away. Say hello to you guys. Let me see if I can get them on right away. Guys, a good evening to all of you again, wherever you're joining us from across social media, whether it's on Twitter, Facebook, whether it's on YouTube. We are so privileged to be joined by each and every one of you. Thanks for joining. We are going to start right away. And let me see if I have a colleague here. Very good evening, 𝗪𝗏. Are you there? And I think I also have...
I'm right here. Are you hearing me?
Yes, 𝗪𝗏, I'm hearing you clearly. We probably should be joined by a Member of Parliament, 𝗪𝗏 𝗪𝗏. And I think we also have 𝗪𝗵cie 𝗜HP on the...
Yes, I'm here.
I'd love to. It's great to see 𝗪𝗏 and 𝗪𝗵cie are here as well.
This is a different platform, Mr. Duncan. I was wondering what is this now because I'm so accustomed to the one before.
I should have warned you. Sorry, guys. I should have warned you. We're improving, and that is what we have to do. Life is about change. We're about to enter into New Year, and what we want to do is offer our audience a better content, and definitely a better production. Even though we get some Wi-Fi challenges where we are, that is not necessarily our problem, but we're going to try to rectify that. 𝗪𝗏cie, are you there?
Yes, I am. I'm hearing you, but I'm hearing you very.
No, everybody.
But I guess that's because a lot of people will be on or whatever is the case. But I don't plan to be on this program.
𝗪𝗏cie on the line. Let me talk with 𝗪𝗏 and I'm going to come back to you.
All right, thank you.
Great. So let me... 𝗪𝗏, how are you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, we are joined this evening by 𝗪𝗏 𝗪𝗏, Member of Parliament. 𝗪𝗏, I don't know if you can hear me, but
how are you? I am pretty good. How are you?
I am good too, 𝗪𝗏. It's Christmas Eve. What are you doing for Christmas Eve?
I am...
Right, 𝗪𝗏 had some challenges there. Let me bring back 𝗪𝗏cie. 𝗪𝗏cie, are you still there? 𝗪𝗏cie with us?
Yes, I am.
Folks, this is social media, and we got myriad challenges this evening. 𝗪𝗏cie, are we going to see you?
No, unfortunately not.
All right. So tell us, Ganesh, how are you spending Christmas Eve and what's happening at your end?
Well, first of all, this morning I went out to a family member to collect some stuff, and the traffic is hectic, hectic. I'm worried. I'm very worried that people are going about their business as normal. And I was told by a medical friend that there
Uh-huh.
are 14 persons in Guyana who traveled from England, and they're
Mhm.
COVID positive and they're in isolation. Apparently, the government has them in isolation. I just hope to God that they are not here with that mutated string of COVID-19, because we have a haphazard, uncaring government that is hell bent on letting business go as usual. And I'm
On
scared. I'm very scared. You know what I'm doing for Christmas Eve? I am going through the paper for the National Assembly on the 28th. I am
very serious.
studying the supplementary requests for finance, and I see that they have already went into the contingency fund, took out millions of dollars into billions, and they're
Mhm.
coming to us as though we are a rubber stamp assembly. They have already spent it, and because they have already spent it, they're now coming for us to ratify it. And the budget that we passed the other day, the ink has not even dried on that paper. That is what I'm doing for Christmas Eve, Sherrod. I'm studying those documents. I'm
Great.
staying indoors.
The workout.
I'm staying indoors, and I'm staying
Ganesh, the
away from
workaholic.
those large crowds.
Ganesh, hold that thought for us.
What
We are
what,
joined.
Miss my friend, is just that I'm scared to be in
Ganesh,
the crowd.
hold that thought for us. We are Ganesh, I want you to hold that thought for us. We're joined by Kathy and Nigel. I'll come right back to you. Hold that thought, Ganesh. And ladies and gentlemen, as I
You're not hearing. Sherrod, can you hear me? Hi, Sherrod.
welcome back, folks. I was just saying we're having some challenges, and I know when you were Minister of Telecommunication, we didn't have nearly half of these challenges at all. We missed the good old days. So, folks, we're privileged to be joined by Kathy and Nigel Hughes, and welcome, guys. Won't you tell us how you guys are spending Christmas Eve and how you're spending Christmas 2020? Nigel, good evening.
Hi, Sherrod. Good evening. How are you? I'm not too
I
familiar with
am
this
great.
technology. Season's greetings to you and your listeners.
We have changed up we've changed up a little bit, trying to offer better content and better aesthetics. So welcome, guys. Tell us how is Christmas? We see there's a lovely Christmas tree in the background there.
Yes, finally, the Christmas tree actually, luckily, was up for about a week now, or 10 days, and everything else we're kind of behind. But I think we're nearly there. We have a few more hours before Christmas Day, and I know you're asking how we spend Christmas
Yes.
Eve. So why don't I let Nigel start?
Sharon, as you know, Christmas Eve is the day in which we follow the directions of our spouses. And so wherever we are assigned to go, we go. So my day started with rummaging through the aisles of the supermarket.
Yes.
Down the road, trying to get last minute things for Kathy. Of course, these days it's not always easy for me to understand specifically what she wanted. She wanted like 3 different types of cherries, but for me, cherries are cherries. So of course I had to call her repeatedly from Massey saying, I don't know the difference between whatever it is.
Maraschino cherries.
Maraschino cherries and any other cherries. Yes, I spent the first couple of hours, doing that. After that, I had a couple of last-minute presents to deliver. I also had not yet picked up Kathy's present, which I have done now, because I'd be. You
won't be having a good Christmas.
Yeah, right.
I'd be with the canines outside if I hadn't collected that. So I managed to do that. Got back home. This Christmas Eve, of course, because of COVID, is extremely different to the ones we've had before. We're either out of the country with family or we have family here in Guyana. But because we are a lot older and several of us have underlying conditions, most people were reluctant to travel either from North America to come to Guyana. And I certainly was very, very reluctant to get on an aircraft and travel anywhere. So we are in Guyana. I wouldn't say stuck. We're happily here. Kathy and I are here. I'll see. We have no chimneys, but Santa will come through somewhere, and I hope she will like what he sent.
Awesome.
I am sure.
Well,
in years gone by, we've either quite a few times we've done a midnight mass, but none of that tonight. It's actually going to be a quiet evening. I have a few more things to do. I have some meat to season up and some preparation to desserts I want to make from scratch for our meal tomorrow. We have just a few, just my sister and her husband and a very, very small group. And safe distancing, we will sit down and just share a meal together. How did I spend today? As you know, I was able to visit you guys on the live update, and I enjoyed that. And really, the rest of the day has been spent doing the last minute cleaning, some preparations, cutting up seasoning, being ready for tomorrow. And I am most grateful that Nigel did go and do the last round of some supermarket stuff. We were trying to share the responsibility. He was yawning just before we came on this show. So I don't know how he can help with the cooking later tonight, but he's there in support.
Great. Well, it's great to see you guys. I know you have a busy evening ahead of you. I really want to thank you guys for dropping by and wish you all of the very best for Christmas.
Sharon, please allow me. Sorry.
Go right ahead, Nigel.
No, I was going to say on behalf of my wife and our whole team, we would like to wish you the very best for the season. We all know it's been an exceedingly difficult year in many regards. But if we celebrate the spirit of the season of goodwill to all persons, I think that, we would move forward to a better place. So I just want to say from here at home up in the East Bank, the very, very best. And the good work you've seen with the Christmas tree at the back, I had absolutely nothing to do with it. That was entirely my wife's, as you know, I think most homes are like this. It's the women that set it up, that have the house looking perfectly, and I would be the first to acknowledge that it wasn't my work at all.
Great, guys.
Sharon, if I could take the opportunity to say to all Guyanese, we want you to have a happy Christmas. Spend the time with your family as much as you can. Either video conference, either Zoom, WhatsApp, video, however you do it. You may have a few of them with you, safe distancing, but There's so many ways to connect nowadays. And I do want to remind people that we still have to be safe. Dr. Fauci was the one that said, there's going to be Christmas next year. There's going to be Christmases after. But this is one of the times when we need to make sure that we're being safe. And, we want our citizens to be patient too with each other. As we said, it's a difficult time. It's a time we remember people that are no longer with us. We have persons that are also, unfortunately, in Ghana, as many parts of the world, people that are not here because of COVID, and people that are going to be isolating. So let's be our brother and sister's keeper this Christmas, and God bless everyone.
Sorry, Sharon, if I could just ask, sorry about this, forgive me for just jumping in at the end. If we could also spare a thought for the families of the Henrys and the 𝗁𝗲s, who for the first time, this will be their first Christmas without, in the case of the Henrys, without their sons, and certainly for the 𝗁 family. And I think it's important that we remember that. Gail Johnson, the mother of Joel, celebrated a birthday yesterday, I think, or maybe the day before. And this has got to be perhaps the saddest birthday for her, because there was nothing really to celebrate. She's lost her son, and he won't be here tomorrow with her. So I think if we can all spare a thought for the Henry family and also the 𝗁 family.
And the biggest burden is the not knowing, and having no resolution and no offer of peace. And this is where this Christmas we also must offer prayers for all persons, but especially these two families, the Henrys and of course the 𝗁s, because we know they carry an added burden at a time that is also difficult, when you're bearing these kinds of crosses and challenges.
Great. Thanks, guys. Thanks. And indeed, we should all speak about the Henry boys and the family of Harris 𝗁 as well.
Yeah.
Thanks to you. Thanks, Kathy. Thanks, Nigel.
Take care. Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas to you guys as well. And I have my other guests on. Thank you, folks. Welcome back, Coretta. Welcome back, Ganesh. Coretta, you were telling me we're having so many technological problems this evening. Internet speed and access and all of that. Nonetheless, we're going to try to give you guys some good content this evening. We have again with us Coretta MacDonald, Member of Parliament, the Honorable, and Ms. Ganesh Mahi Paul, who says to me in our little private chat that he wants to hurry off to go and eat his pepper pot. Coretta, you were telling me about Christmas at your
mood, eh? Kathy really put me in a happy mood there just now, Kathy and Nigel. Really nice message.
Yeah, yes, Ganesh. What's happening at your end this evening?
Well, as I said, the road is very busy. The road is very busy in terms of traffic. People are really doing their last-minute shopping and so on. I'm scared about it. But I must say that I really enjoyed hearing Kathy and Nigel there. They really send, a good message. And I would like to echo similar sentiments and wish everyone a happy Christmas. I don't know how happy it will be for the public servants that didn't get a bonus, nor did they get any form of financial assistance as they are accustomed to. At least in the last 5 years, they were accustomed to getting something substantial, but they didn't get anything. So I don't know how happy it will be for them. But I do also want to ask people to spare a thought for the Henry family and also Harris Singh's family. I think today Joel Henry would have been celebrating his birthday. How sad, eh? The day before was his mother, and I think his own is today. Very, very sad, or something along the line with yesterday and today. But we need to spare a thought for them. We need to also spare a thought for the less fortunate. There are many people out there who are less fortunate, and they need to be considered at this time of giving and receiving, sharing and accepting. And we also need to take into consideration that We have to pay attention that COVID is real, COVID is there, and Christmas will come and go, but we don't want to catch COVID. And if we don't want to catch COVID, then we have to also ensure that we take the necessary precautions, be good, stay healthy, eat well, exercise, of course, and above all, put a smile on your face, put a smile on someone else's face, and make the world happy.
Awesome, awesome. Well, Ganesh, we want to wish you all of the best. I don't want to keep you from the part by any measure, and we all work together, your family circle at your end. Happy Christmas to all of you guys. And indeed, Ganesh was very right when he said that the public servants are not going to be having a very good Christmas at all, because of some of what has been happening. As you guys know, I'm not going to delve too far into that this evening, but you guys know what has been happening on the national front. But we want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas and make it the best that you can with what we have. Yeah,
Sure.
Words of Ganesh.
I just want to say Merry Christmas to you and your family. I don't know if the internet access is giving the problem because you're all the way in 𝗪𝗵ance.
I think so.
But I think so too, because we never got this trouble before. So it's worth the thing. But I want to say Merry Christmas to you and your family, and a happy and productive 2021. I hope 2021 is nothing like 2020. I hope that on December 31 at midnight, when we close 2020, we close it for good. And I only hope that 2021 can be a productive and successful year. I mean, without a doubt, I'm a politician. So, of course, I want to know that we're entering 2021 on a positive footing. And I want to know that 2021, the 18th of January, bring that success that we're looking for with the petition, the elections petition. I want to know that the matter will go in depth and we will know the real truth of what took place in Guyana for the election period. For that election period, I want to know also on the 29th of January, when the hearing for the challenge of the two members of parliament who are sitting as parliamentary secretaries, that also will vindicate us and basically show that we are a law-abiding set of coalition people. As I said yesterday in the National Assembly, we are a happy bunch of people that are COVID-19 negative. And we are going to continue to be that happy set of people. We're going to continue to fight breathlessly for the Guyanese people. We're going to continue to represent them in all forms. We're going to continue to fight for them. And all the negative comments that are thrown at us, we're taking it and we're putting it below our feet. We're stamping on it, and we're laying a strong foundation so that we can rise and rise strong above all winds. And to all your viewers, your committed and dedicated viewers, I want to wish them also a happy Christmas. I hope it is going to be happy for them. If it is not, then I'm so sorry. It is by no fault of mine. And if it is because you didn't get the Christmas bonus, well, we know what we have to do at the next elections. So until we meet again, and hopefully we meet in 2021, Sherrod, virtually like this, because I know we're going to reach. I know we're going to reach in the National Assembly and so on physically, our team. But until we reach again on one of your programs in the ring, and I hope that is in 2021, because I don't want you to disturb me again for the remainder of the year. But it's always good to be in your company, my friend. We go a long way back. I think we share memorable moments, and it is most welcoming on my part to know that I am sharing a seat with you. Well, different seats, but within the same house, the National Assembly. And I think we are doing a fantastic job at representing the Guyanese people. I think the Guyanese people themselves recognize that we're doing an excellent job on their behalf. And I have no doubt that the next election they will put us in office. They have indeed put us in office this term, you know. We are really in office. It's just that the PDP used their techniques, bullied their way from the system, and took the reins of government. They are installed. So I have no fear. I know we're going to be there again. And I am saying to people, hold the strain, be strong, be happy, be jolly, be merry.
Yeah.
2021 is upon us, and let's hope that we do not take 2020 hard feelings and all the negatives of 2020 into 2021. 2021, we must rise. And on that note, my friend, I say thank you for having me. Goodbye.
As you
Have a
as you head to your
good
favorite part.
and blessed night. And I see you have
You too,
corrected
Ganesh.
and referred there. So good luck. Stay good, my friend.
Thanks, Ganesh. Merry Christmas again to you and the family. Corrector, you're up. I don't know what's happening. I should have stayed in Georgetown, perhaps. Corrector, what's happening at your end? Welcome, Rickford. I know you've stepped off a little bit, but I'll take Corrector. Thank all of you for dropping by. Corrector, how are you doing? Corrector, I may just have to take your audio. Corrector, are you there? All right, I probably will take Rickford then, because I don't seem to be getting Corrector. Rickford, how are you, my brother?
Good night, my brother. How are you? Merry Christmas.
I am good. Welcome to the ring, sir.
Thank you. I'm ready to box.
How are things at your end? How are you spending Christmas Eve?
Well, I'm spending Christmas Eve good. My son is here from Jamaica, and he's terrorizing me, and we're driving all over the place, picking up gifts, sharing out gifts, buying things, and so I'm happy. I'm gonna go see my family, just to drop off stuff and pick up stuff, like some food and some pepper pots and some ginger beer and so on, and come back home. So we are obeying all the COVID regulations.
Even though you're in the US, you're still doing pepper pot.
Well, I don't really eat meat, but every Christmas, I have to do a little thing and dab my bread in a little bit of pepper pot gravy or whatever you call it. And if I don't do that, it's not Christmas, right? So I still have to collect the pepper pot.
Good, because you can certainly take the people out of Guyana, but you can't take the Guyana out of the people.
I'm Guyanese to the bone.
Rickford, how else are you guys spending Christmas? I know we're in the tropics and this side of the Atlantic. How is the weather there?
Well, surprisingly, it's about almost 60 degrees right now. It's kind of drizzling. I just got in. It's kind of drizzling, but it might turn into some snow or sleet later. But we expect tomorrow to be around the same temperature, so we wouldn't have a white Christmas. The temperature would be good, and so we'll be able to enjoy a peaceful day that is not very cold like if we're in the Arctic. So we're good. At least we give God thanks for that, and for life. It's so important with what's going on right now. It's so important and so remarkable that we should give God thanks for seeing another Christmas where we might not be able to celebrate in the large family gatherings that we're used to, but at least we have life. And I want to encourage everybody to reach out to help somebody, serve someone, provide some form of assistance to somebody in need or anybody else. We should give service as a mark of thanksgiving for life.
Awesome. Any big plans for the new year, or are you gonna just keep pressing on as you usually do?
Well, I'll leave my New Year's resolutions for New Year's, but I don't see anything different in 2020 in terms of the Guyana front. I plan to strengthen my resolve to fight for democracy, human rights, and human dignity, which is on the brink of being snatched from the people of Guyana.
Great, Rickford. I know you're busy this evening. As you said, you have your son there. I want to wish you guys the very best. You're gonna have a great time, because after all, you're Rickford Bork.
You're a humble servant. You're a humble servant.
That too, sir. That too. All the folks in the diaspora.
Thank you. By the way, Sharon, I saw your little encounter there with Charan Das yesterday.
And I saw your comments.
My comments? I don't remember making any comments. What did I say?
I dare not repeat it here.
You know,
but I
it's
shared those
something else,
sentiments,
It's
sir.
remarkable. You know, it's
I came
remarkable.
close.
I see my sister 𝗁𝗧 𝗵𝗏 trying to join there.
Yeah,
We need to upgrade
we
the
have some
internet thing down
challenges.
here.
Since 𝗁𝗏 left the Ministry of Public Telecommunication, we're having all of these challenges. I was just telling her, herself and Nigel were on earlier.
I saw her. I didn't see Nigel. I saw her. I was driving and I was looking and I saw her. You know, one of the things is extraordinary. You know, one of the things that amazes me is, you know, the PUP is obsessed with some people. And I live in the United States. I guess they don't realize that because I'm so connected and grounded to my homeland. But if anything I say, they interpret it to be Guyana. So if I say pelt that apple through the window, they'll say, 𝗪𝗏 𝗏𝗏 is saying pelt me, he's promoting violence. I live in the United States. They don't even know if I'm talking about Japan or Mexico or Tajikistan or Tajikistan or whatever, Afghanistan. They're applying everything. They are so obsessed with some people. It's amazing, but I like it. I'm having fun. I want them to be obsessed and pay more attention in 2020.
Haters are going to hate. Haters are going to hate. And as I say, upset them before they upset you. You know, the Bible wants others before. Upset them.
They would, my brother, they would upset me. They would upset me.
So, you know, we understand the climate break for it. I want you to know that we appreciate, definitely, we appreciate your activism. We appreciate you. And we thank you, sir, and the family. And thanks for dropping by, 𝗪𝗏.
Thank you. Have a good night. Merry Christmas, everybody.
And folks, let me try to bring in back. Let me try to bring in back 𝗁𝗏 and see if I'm going to get her. We are really. It doesn't seem as though that is going to happen, but we are going to keep trying. We're going to keep trying to see if we get our colleague on. I really want to hear from her and how she is spending Christmas at her end. Folks, what's happening where you are? I haven't even had a chance to check so much to see what is happening. I'm going to check some of the comments. Let me see if I can grab a couple of them. Folks, I hope you're sending well wishes and you all aren't fighting. Right? All right, we have some real challenges with the live stream. So let me see if I can get 𝗁𝗏 to come back. 𝗁𝗏, are you there? I'll check the audio. That is what we are going to get. I'm hearing you, 𝗁𝗏.
You have to close the door, please, because this sound is coming out here.
𝗁𝗏, are you okay there? If it or not? 𝗁𝗏, are you there? All right, we're having some real challenges this evening. And I think, folks, let me let you know that I'm in 𝗁𝗏. I want to say 𝗁𝗏's internet bad, but I'm in 𝗁𝗏. And we're going to try to, I'm going to try to have to stay closer to the main studio. I'm spending Christmas in 𝗁𝗏, and so I had to move shop. 𝗁𝗏, are you with us now? I'm hearing 𝗁𝗏, but I'm not certain whether she is hearing me. And I think I see 𝗁𝗏 is here as well. 𝗁𝗏 Duncan. A lot of folks are dropping by just to say hello and wish you guys Merry Christmas. See how you guys are special? 𝗁𝗏, I'm hearing your audio, even though I can't necessarily see the video, but I'm hearing your audio, so you can jump right in when you hear me. folks, you know, it wouldn't be Guyana we're in if we receive and know how are you guys spending Christmas Eve where you are. So if you can tell us that, we'd be very grateful. I'm going to try to read some of the comments. I am going to try to read some of the comments. Let me see what you guys have been saying at your end. All right, I see Gloria Pod says, God bless all of you. Love you guys. And we love you too, Gloria, and we wish you and your family all of the best for Christmas. We also have a comment by Natasha Singh. Natasha says, good night, Chef. You too, Natasha, you and the family. And God bless you. Michelle says, thank you. Just going through some says that, let me see if I get this comment. Blanche McPherson says she's baking cake. Don't think I'm going to get that one. She is baking cake. And let me see if I get it now. All right, I don't think I'm going to get the one. Yeah. Guyanese. Yes, there's Blanche's comment. She said she is cake is in the oven baking. Yep, and reminds me of one of our favorite Christmas songs, Cake in the Oven Baking. Blanche, we might pass by you to get some of that cake. And we see a comment here by and your family. And we hope that you guys have some time for rest and recuperation as well. And I see June Cameron. We have June Cameron with us. June has a comment as well. June says, keep up the good fight for 2021. Good job. I love that. June, happy 2021 to you too, and a happy Christmas as well. And we hope that you guys have a really, really fun time this season. Guys, I want to thank all of you for your comments. You see, I now get the opportunity to share some of those comments live, and I hope that you keep the comments coming. And folks, it's Christmas Eve. I don't want to be overly critical of anyone. I definitely am not going to be overcritical of the government this evening. It's Christmas Eve, and so we just had a couple of folks stopping by. A couple other persons said they are going to drop by, and we are wishing all of you. You are our special guests this evening. Each and every one of you, the hundreds of you who are watching. We had Kathy Hughes and Nigel Hughes stop by. We had Coretta McDonald. We had Ganesh Mahipal. We had Rickford Burke from the USA dropping by to say Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. And now we have also one of my favorite people, 𝗪𝗧 Duncan. Believe it or not, even though we're both Duncan, we are not related, at least not that we know as yet. 𝗪𝗧, welcome. What's happening at your end on Christmas Eve, 𝗪𝗧?
Good evening to everyone that is tuned into the live. Good evening to you, Sherrod, and family. Well, my day went a bit good, but I went into town to get some stuff. I was given a list to go and get some stuff, but I got more than I was supposed to get.
The money and this? Once the money made the list.
Well, yeah, well, like I said, I shopped more than I supposed to because I saw some things that I wanted myself, and I wasn't going to buy anything. So I got a list and I went to the supermarket. But when I went down to town, it was crazy, and I wanted to get home. It was crazy. It was like nothing. It was like Corona is nothing to people. Like I'm watching the streets, I'm like, look, Corona is passing right there. Coronavirus is passing right there, right? So, but I mean, it's very hectic. I left town about six something this evening, and it was party all in the park, all kind of stuff, you know. But It is very hectic, and my Christmas Eve is gonna be very quiet. It's gonna be me alone. The fiance went home, so it's gonna be myself, and that's okay for me. I like spending time by myself. You have to love yourself first. So it's gonna be myself alone, and we're probably gonna get something to eat later and watch some Netflix, some movies or something. But it's okay. I also went to town to get some stuff for my grandmother. I had to get the black cake. I'm going to collect the pepper pots tomorrow.
Well, I'm in 𝗪𝗵. I am
I
with my
know.
in-laws. And I'm having a great time here. They have done all the work.
𝗪𝗵 is a nice place. 𝗪𝗵 is a nice place. My family is from 𝗪𝗵 𝗪𝗵, so I know 𝗪𝗵 is a good place to spend Christmas. It's very quiet. It's very, very quiet.
I learned just the other evening, well, not just a couple of weeks back, that things can go from 0 to 60 very fast in 𝗪𝗵.
I'm glad you know. You saw the house moving, the shop. Yeah, so that is true. That is very true. That is very true.
Let me tell you a story. Who knows 𝗪𝗪? Darren Wade calls me, Attorney at Law Darren Wade, and he says, we're going to 𝗪𝗵. Some things happening in 𝗪𝗵. We're going to 𝗪𝗵. So he calls me on the 5 o'clock show. I left the show halfway. We come up to 𝗪𝗵. It's pitch dark by the time we get to 𝗪𝗵. And all the people in 𝗪𝗵 seeing is cameras going live. And of course, they
don't like that.
Next, I don't know. All I hear is poop, is a big brick hit my foot. Right? And then I heard Darren say, it's one of me, it's one of me boys, it's one of me.
It's one of me boys, yeah. No, you can't. I remember watching Samuel live too. Samuel met us live at one point, and someone was saying, "Yo, you can't go live here." I was like, "That's how these people behave, They don't want everything to be on the media."
Welcome to 𝗪𝗵.
Yeah.
Onyx, what does the rest of the season hold for you?
Well, I'm home from work until Monday and back to work on Monday. It's gonna be very quiet. Christmas is something I like, but I like spending it with family. This year I'm gonna be spending it alone. Well, not really alone, but it's just that I won't be spending it. I'm a big boy now, a very quiet Christmas. Yeah. I'm a big boy now, so it's it's just me alone, But on that note, I want to say to everyone that's watching the live and to everyone that's gonna see this live after, I want you guys to have a Merry Christmas. Remember that we are still in a pandemic, and you need to be serious about this coronavirus. Very, very serious about this coronavirus, because it's coming rapid, and the government of the day doesn't have any clue of what to do to resolve this issue, to curb this crisis. So we need to be we need to be safe. We need to always protect ourselves. We need to always be socially distanced. Even if you're going to a party, try not to stick around too long. Just go in, pop out, pop in, pop out, and that's it. Because we know it's Guyana, and my good friend 𝗪𝗪 would say, we want to have a very, very merry Guyanese Christmas.
That's why I'm 𝗪𝗵.
But
that's why I'm 𝗪𝗵.
But this year it's gonna be different, and people need to adapt to what we have at this current moment. It's gonna be very different, and we need to be safe. And for all the persons that at this time we know that can't afford a meal or is in a crisis, and persons that would have lost the job within the last couple of months due to the coronavirus, probably due to change of government, we were praying for you, and we hope that you go through this period and come through, and to see 2021. And there's a saying that says you need to go through to come true. So definitely we're praying for you guys, for the persons that would have lost their life during 2020. We the families, we have the families in prayer, and for especially the Joel and Isaiah, the Henry's family and the Sings family. Our prayers are going out to those families because it's going to be a different Christmas. It's going to be a very different Christmas, and right now I'm tearing up. I want to hold it in, but it's very emotional. I didn't get you.
Honest, I think we
Sure. Sherrod.
These are the challenges we're having.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
I know you're way up in 𝗪𝗵.
Oh, yeah. I feel like I'm the back part by the back dam section. Right?
Yeah.
That's all. But
go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, like I was saying, it's a lag. It's a lagging. But you can go ahead.
I hope GT&T watching and they're seeing what is happening in 𝗪𝗵 with the internet. And they do better for 2021.
That's correct. That's correct. And while you're on that too, GPL, I want to tell you that the reason that I told you you probably saw my message when I said I will be on in a few. I was trying to get some water because all of a sudden the pipe is flowing. You know, I have a lot of water, so I'm trying to fill
Merry Christmas to you there.
Trying to fill all the drums. So I don't want to wake up tomorrow and don't have any water. So I'm trying to fill up all those, stuff. So I want to say thanks to GWI for that. You know, we've been out of it for like a couple of weeks, and it's great to have water. And I hope it doesn't stop from tonight. And I hope we get water tomorrow. But like I was saying before the live cut, I felt it was very emotional, saying these things about the Sings family and the Henry's family, because they're gonna be spending Christmas without those boys, and it's very emotional for a mother, for a father, for the person that would have been very close to them. So we have them in thoughts, and I have them in prayers. So for all the other persons that were celebrating the Christmas without a loved one, we have you in prayers. We're always praying for you.
Definitely so. Onyx, I want to wish you again a Merry Christmas to you and the fiance. I know 2021 is a big year for you, unless you decide to go off before 2021. But it's going to be a big year for you guys, and we want like a customer. Sorry, I'm just teasing. The way you said no. But we want to wish you guys the very best. Definitely, I'm looking out for your own lives that you do. I sit back sometimes and I just laugh because I say, we need to Onyx. Duncan's an easy. I hope you
we ain't easy at all. No.
Duncan's an easy at all.
Not at all.
Right?
Yeah.
But I really want to wish you guys the best for Christmas, and do have a great time, even though you're spending it quietly. I think like most families do have a great Christmas.
Yeah, and to you, Sherrod, you and yours, and you're newly born. If I could remember the name, since Dane. A Merry Christmas to you and the family, and I hope you have a great time with the new in-laws. You might come back from 𝗪𝗵 looking fat, because when you go to 𝗪𝗵, the people in 𝗪𝗵 feed you all the time.
Oh yeah,
there's feed you from the time you reach the time you touch down. You gotta get 3 square meals or sometimes more.
Here, them Edos and so on, big, and the golden apple and so on. They live up the land. It's not it's not them fertilizer things we get in the Georgetown there.
Nope. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. So Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Look for a wife.
You went to 𝗪𝗵. I couldn't go so far. I went to Maikoni.
You can tell me later.
You
How can I
you
let you
you
live
you
back?
got you got the Edo, and I gonna get the cows and things. So don't worry.
Oh, good,
I still
good,
got
good.
something.
Merry Christmas to you, my
Yeah.
brother, and the family. All the very best.
And same to you. And thank you very much for having me on your show. And I hope to join your other lives in 2021.
Great.
Like Ganesh
And
said,
you know,
don't bother
we're
me
gonna,
no more.
we're gonna have some more lights before the year finish. We have a week ahead of we plus, right?
So you gonna
Good.
bother me? All right. I'm gonna fill in for Ganesh. I'm gonna fill in for Ganesh.
Thanks for joining, Onyx. Thank
All
you.
right, sir. You're welcome.
Folks, there you have Onyx Duncan. We both Duncan, but we are related. Not that we know. He could be an outside child. Folks, we're wishing you a happy Christmas Eve, a happy Christmas, a happy New Year, wherever you guys are joining us from. You see, in this country, with the economy stress, you gotta make yourself happy. That's the one thing you're gonna learn with this country. Make yourself happy, people. Make yourself happy. I have with me Mr. 𝗪𝗵 𝗧𝗵𝗵, MP. 𝗧𝗵𝗵
Hi,
Ramsrud.
Sharon.
𝗪𝗵, a very good
Uh,
evening. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I took the camera off because I know you're struggling for the internet there.
Yes, yes. You have a conscience, unlike Onyx. You
Yes,
have a
yeah.
conscience. 𝗪𝗵, how are you and the family spending Christmas Eve and Christmas?
Well, it's going crazy at my home here right now. I locked in the room because I want to get on your program, and I promise I'll be in the ring with you tonight. And
Yes, my brother.
yes, and I just took out some family pictures. I want to take this opportunity, Sharon, to wish you and yours and your little one a Merry Christmas and all the best for this season. And I want to tell you that I'm very happy to have you as a colleague and friend in our political arena. I really appreciate it. I also want to extend a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year's to all our fellow Guyanese, and to ensure to wish them in the best of health and wealth for 2021, and for all of them to stay safe and protect themselves of the COVID-19 virus. It's always a pleasure to meet you here, Sharon.
Well
Always a
said.
pleasure.
Well said, 𝗪𝗵. Anything special you guys are doing for the holidays? Tomorrow is Christmas Day, and then you probably have to go buying your gifts and so forth.
Yeah, well, it's all under the Christmas tree already, but anything special tomorrow is just to be at home with the family. I think you and I know that we are both out all the time, 24/7.
Oh yeah.
We're on the
Oh
call,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
the family deserve this kind of home and quiet together. And I wanted to wish those family who are apart. I know some people are overseas, some are here locally. I know some probably got stuck in probably interior location and so on. I wanna wish those family all the best. I also wanted to extend greetings to all those persons that lost their loved ones during this period. There's always be a sad time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nigel
it's
and Kathy
always-
were with us early on, and they were saying that, advising us and encouraging us in a wonderful way to spare our thoughts, for instance, for the Henry boys. And I think you were so right. So many persons didn't make it. And I was telling Kathy earlier on this afternoon, you might not have all the food or all the money for Christmas, but you have life and you have fairly decent health. That is enough to be grateful for.
No, and I totally agree with you on that one, because we have been given and given and given, and we have to give. And I think tomorrow also, despite I told you that I'll be home, I think I have to go to visit the family to give them something, because today was very hectic for us, and we're trying to get all the ends meet, and we have staff to look after, people to pay, all these things and so on. And it's been a nice couple of days, but Sharon, has been tough and tough and tough, brother. I cannot help it to say it. It's been tough. I've been complaining up to today. Every person you talk about is being tough. Where the money is going, we don't even know, bro. We don't even know. And despite when I know there were so many criticism we had when we were in government, but we had that consistency flow. a
Correct.
consistent flow of finance. We didn't have a fake economy. We didn't have an economy where we go and borrow money from the
Yeah.
lending institution to flood it to
Left,
our
right, and
people. That
center.
doesn't
Yeah.
last long, period. It doesn't last long.
Yeah.
And
Left,
every
right, and
single
center.
day,
Yeah.
every single day, people are complaining, you know, and I think they kind of compare us, our administration, with theirs. And they are seeing us now as gods. Don't bother with the racist
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
Don't
Correct.
bother with those.
And you know, Ricky, some of them stifling their conscience too. You know, I was talking with a gentleman this afternoon, and he said he has some PVP colleagues as MPs, and they were telling him to come over on the other side, and he says, you know, he would never. But he saw the opportunity to ask them what happened to the bonus. He said he has been in the public service for 20 years. There hasn't been a Christmas like this one where they haven't gotten a bonus. And he said they told him, they said, y'all get spoiled.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
Yes.
Yeah. That was the comforting words. Y'all get spoiled.
I also
find it-
wanted to Sharad, I'm not cutting you, but I want to extend also to those hardworking staff at the Guile gas station. Those staff that always put a smile and say, "Good afternoon, sir. How may I help you? You know, check your pumps, this and so on." They were looking forward for these things. At the gas station, Victoria is not far from where I'm living, and you know, they said when I went there, I was like, "Are we gonna have bonuses?" I said, "Well, we are asking, we are fighting, and as much as we can do." You know, and I can see that there were about over 300 stand down today, I think.
Mhm.
You know, but the pressure is on. You know, I went into forestry today. You know, and I look around, and every year we normally have a social, and this year it was just hampers. I think, you know, it's okay. I understand it's struggle, you know, and yet, you know, the government is boasting that you're doing well.
The struggle
you know?
is real.
It's terrible. Yeah, it's terrible. When I go in, all the
Oh
staff
yes,
looking
they
at me
want to
like
give a they want to
the
give a
face
picture.
very long. Yeah.
They want to give a picture that everything is
And-
bright and beautiful.
Yeah. And you know,
That's the
it
picture
is
that they
not.
want to give. But we know it is not so.
Sherrod, you know what they are gonna learn from? You see this thing, propaganda and reality. It's two different things, my brother. And when they campaign on the propaganda and those expectations that put people to live up to, they can't continue that. You know that. It is not gonna last for long. And it start to trickle on them very heavily.
Correct.
You know, and you know,
Correct.
I know last time we talked about the last debate in Parliament yesterday. Yourself and the other colleagues like Ganesh and Dr. Cummins and Kamraj and all the rest of the crew, they did well to focus on the real facts, not propaganda and political football. That is what you guys have done. And if you notice the rebuttal from that motion, you know, you come in and start to bring a motion like that without having a point that you wanted to bring to that. You know, I would have been embarrassed to present a motion. I mean, it's an
I think they made a
issue, but what is the
mistake in
purpose
bringing
of the
that
motion? Do what
to
you
the
have to
National
do.
Assembly yesterday.
Yeah. But big motion to
I think
do
it was
what?
just a part.
We already support the health
That
sector.
motion was just a part.
Their intention was to have Sharon Das in that room to intimidate us. That is what their intention. You understand me? And that is they will continue to play those politics and not looking at the interest of the Guyanese people. They are gonna lose. Believe me, my friend. They are going to lose.
Well, I hope they understood yesterday that we. I hope they understood yesterday that we are not intimidated.
They should know that by now. I thought the last one, the open parliament debate, I thought that they would have learned from that one. So I know some of them stay very quiet. You notice? The heckling and all these things and so on, they stay very quiet.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Because they know what's coming at them.
They are learning. They are learning. Ricky, again, I want to wish you and your family all the best. I know time is against us this evening and you got stuff to do like most families. I'm privileged to be by my in-laws this evening, so they're doing most of the work. I come to just toss up things a little bit to put on my studio, but it is what it is. Ricky, happy Christmas to you and the family. Merry Christmas, my brother. All the best.
Sure, same to you too. And I also want to acknowledge and thank Rick for birth to join us, and let him continue to help us to fight the battle we wanted him to fight. Thank you. Have a Merry Christmas, and to all our families, Merry Christmas.
I was encouraging him to do just that. Thanks, Ricky.
Yes, thank you.
Folks, there you have it.
Take care.
That is the Honorable 𝗪𝗵cie 𝗵𝗵𝗴, better known as Ricky, Member of Parliament. I have some other folks in the challenge coming on, folks, and we're just on program time. We wanted to come on and wish you guys a Merry Christmas wherever you are, wherever in the diaspora you are joining. And you know, it is very interesting that even though it's Christmas Eve, there are people in the comment sections, you know, talking all kinds of crazy things. Folks, why can't we just say Merry Christmas this evening, Happy Christmas Eve, and greet each other with some well wishes, and live to fight another day in a couple of days. Let the season pass, and maybe we can go back with the knives to our throats then. But let us have a good couple of days. Reflect on life, reflect on all that you have. Good health, good strength. You have life, and as I said earlier, that is enough to be thankful for. For all of those persons who are joining us via Twitter, give us a like, give us a share, give us a retweet. Facebook, you can give us a share, you know, give us a thumbs up, give us some hearts. We're so happy that so many of you, those folks who are joining us on YouTube, we're on YouTube, folks. If you're on YouTube, click subscribe. You might click like as well on YouTube. So tubers, we're happy to be at your end too. We're on Twitter with our tweets and our fleets now, folks. But it's so nice. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas, a Merry Christmas. Enjoy the day tomorrow, even enjoy Boxing Day. We are so happy that you guys are with us, and I hope that some of you are going to join us tomorrow as we come and take a peek to see what you are eating while you pot. Yes, we fast. So we coming in your house, we coming in your kitchen. I want you to join and send your well wishes as well to your compatriots here and folks who are in the diaspora. One of my colleagues still trying to get in, and I don't see that I'm able to bring her on. So many of them wanted to stop by this evening. I have a couple of them in the waiting room. But the internet is a challenge here. And my sister-in-law was just smiling at me, speechless, because she didn't even know what to say. It's not your problem. It's just whoever's the service provider. Well, folks, you know, the telecommunications industry has been liberalized. Let's see what becomes of that. Because here we are, myriad challenges with internet in Berbice. Folks, a Merry Christmas to you and the family. And we're going to see you again very, very soon. Do take care and have a great day tomorrow. At some point during the morning, I'm going to join you to see what's happening where you are. Have a great evening, folks. And for those, I know you did not have an opportunity to come into the ring personally this evening, but when you do, when you are offered that opportunity, I hope you have the testicular fortitude and the intellectual aptitude to step in the ring, folks. Have a great evening.